This Auto 5 needs a little work, and we're going to get to it right now. Okay, come here, I got something to show you. This is a Browning Auto 5 shotgun. It's been a little bit of a safe queen. I haven't used it much for reasons that I'll get into in just a second. This was manufactured in 1954, so it's a little older than I am. It shoots very well, but I have a little bit of a problem with it, and that problem is right over here. The recoil pad on it makes this length of pull a little too long for me, and quite frankly, I'm not sure that a recoil pad, at least in my opinion, is a good idea to have on a shotgun like this. The Auto 5 shotgun is a recoil style semi-automatic, and it uses springs that are located up here in the fore-end area that grab the inertia from when the shot is fired and the barrel moves back to eject the shell and then load a new shell and bring the bolt home again. If this shotgun had recoil that was bad enough to put a recoil pad on it, my guess is that the problem does not lie with the recoil pad itself or the fact that the shotgun kicks. The actual problem is more likely with the springs. Now, over time, the recoil spring on these Auto 5 shotguns tends to compress a little bit through wear, and if they compress too much, then they can't absorb as much of the recoil as they normally do, and as a result, they start to kick harder. But for the time being, we're going to take this recoil pad out, and what we're going to replace it with is just a standard, this is a Browning automatic shotgun butt plate. This is a reproduction. It's not made of that bone material. It's actually made of a kind of a plastic. So I don't think it's going to be quite as brittle, and it might be a little more malleable to the contour of the butt itself. So we'll get started on that right now. First thing we're going to do is remove the stock, because I tend to like working on these things when the stock is not on the gun. In order to remove the stock, we have this one screw back here, and there is a locking screw that tends to hold it in place. Those are the only things that we really need to get out of there. So to start with, we'll take this off. I do think yeah, there it is. It's out. Now we'll just remove the stock and give this a little tap, like so. Get ourselves some space there. Here we are. And now we'll see about getting this thing off. I take a very narrow screwdriver and I get it in there. I should probably point out that these recoil pads tend to be self-healing, but they're not so self-healing to the point that you can't find where the screw is. See, if I pull back there, I don't know if you can see that, but when I pull back there, you can see the little slit where the screw went, and the same holds true right here. Turns out that this is a Phillips screw, that's holding it in. I tried a blade at first. I couldn't get any kind of purchase on it, so I popped this Phillips in, and it's backing out nicely. Here we are. Now, the next thing that we need to do is check the hole configuration for the butt plate. Now, I'm going to get you in here so you can see what I found. I see several holes. I see the holes where the old butt plate was, and I see the holes where the new recoil pad was sitting. I also see what appears to be a couple that were filled. First and foremost, I can say that it's way too big, so this is going to have to be modified just a little. Let's see, the rearmost and the frontmost, right like that, seem to fit okay. Okay, I've got it on. So here's what we have. You can see that right there. That's the part that has to come off. So what I'll do is I'll mark this, and then I'll just kind of grind it down with a drum sander, get it to fit a little bit better. We will lose a little of this stuff in the back, but I think it'll be okay. It just aesthetically won't be as nice as it would have been if the full stock was in place. Okay, so I got this cut down, and it looks pretty good. I also put a heat gun on it for a little bit so I could flatten it out. You can do that on these aftermarket ones because these are made of kind of a spongy, or not spongy, but a rubbery plastic, and you can get them to go flat. You cannot do these with the originals. Those are made out of Bakelite or bone material, and they don't bend, they break. So I have it on there now, and it looks pretty good to me. I was able to find some couple of black screws instead of the stainless steel ones that were in the recoil pad. Oh yeah, this is a much better fit. I'm glad I did that. I think the next time we go out for pheasants, we'll be taking the Auto 5 with us instead of the Model 11. I like this gun a lot, and now I get to use it a little bit more. Well, that's it for this video. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.